Hey everybody, it's Steve. Today I just want to talk a little bit about an article I read earlier in Droid Life. So this is from behind the camera, or here it is. The article is this, and again, it is Droid Life where I read the article. And you'll notice here that I have my old iPhone 3, and I bring it out once in a while and use it, keep it going. And also, I've had this phone 5 years now, and you can see no problems with the built-in battery, so, okay. But let's move on. So, this article that in Droid Life says, this is how Tim Cook's embarrassing Apple Watch chat went down today. Now, the article is about, because Tim Cook was talking with an investment bank about the upcoming Apple Watch and all it can do, and, really just, heaping praise and glory upon Apple. And Droid Life didn't like what he had to say. So, but we're just going to address that really quickly. Why Droid Life really, they embarrass themselves. All right, first, Tim Cook in the article, like I said, read this article yourself, talks about everything the upcoming Apple Watch can do. Now, Droid Life tried to counter that saying, well, everything that the upcoming Apple Watch can do, the Android watches, and, I guess by extension, the Tizen watches can also do. Well, yes, Droid Life, what you say does have a kernel of truth. But the fact is this. In order for let me rephrase this way. What the Apple Watch can do, there is no one watch out there currently that can do the same amount of things. So in order to get what the Apple Watch could do, you would have to combine the Pebble with the Moto 360, with the Samsung Galaxy Gear, with the Samsung Gear, and with the Samsung Gear S. You would have to roll those all into one watch to equal everything that the Apple Watch on its own can do. So, what that point they bring up is just ridiculous. No, sorry. There's not one thing that one Android watch on its own could do altogether that the Apple Watch could do. They don't offer that many features. So, sorry about that. And then they go on to say, that they're disappointed that, Tim Cook was so, cocky and arrogant really when talking about Apple. Well, that's kind of a stupid thing for Droid Life to say because he's the chairman of Apple. His job is to really push Apple, to make Apple look good, to always put Apple in a good light, to really spin Apple very well. So, yeah, that's kind of like what, sorry, Droid Life, that's what his job is, and he did his job extremely well at that conference. Really, though, the whole crux of it comes down to this, though. For these places like these, places or these websites or, YouTubers or vloggers that really have a love for Android or an obsession for Android and they're really Android fanboys, they cannot stand to see Apple do well, and they will say the most ridiculous, non-true things, to try to discredit them. Like in this article here, tried to discredit Apple. But anybody with half a brain knows that this Apple Watch is going to be the killer. It is what everybody wants. It is going to be the best smartwatch. Apple is going to see to that. They have the talent to make it happen. Now, before you sit there and accuse me of being a fanboy for Apple, you have to realize, as some people may know, that I do own Apple products, but I also have Samsung products that I love, including my Gear watch. I love this watch. But I'm going to be honest, some things about the watch really suck. Like, let's try the App Store for the watch. The App Store depends on which phone you have. It depends on the model number, the build number, of the phone. So if you have a Galaxy S3 or an S5 or a Note 4 or whatever, your App Store experience can vary. That is a poor design. But outside of that, I love the watch. But I got to say, also in honesty, I am really looking forward to when that Apple Watch comes out because I am going to get that. That is going to be the best smartwatch. Apple put a lot of thought into it, and they are determined to see that watch succeed. Not just within the tech market, but for just the general, public as a whole. And let's look at that. Look at your Galaxy watches, whether it's the Gear or the Gear S or the Moto 360s or the Pebble. Nobody cares about those things. Nobody has any interest. But the Apple Watch, everybody wants. So, all right, let me just close this by saying, really, I'll try to focus that in. So read this article for yourself. And you'll see just like how, like, I don't know why Droid Life even bothered, really. I mean, they could not attack him on one point and have even a legitimate article. Nothing they said was legitimate. Okay? Bad article. But actually, though, it's kind of funny. You have to read it. It is good for a laugh. And like I said, I love to see these Android lovers. I like to see when they twist and like they're upset like this, because it's so funny to watch. But for those of us, who just like tech, and we don't care who it comes from, whether it's Samsung or Google or Apple, we just like tech. We just want to get what's the best and the most enjoyable product. And, currently, and yes, currently, it's not going to be this way forever, but currently, the best products come from Apple. You got the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6 Plus. Overall, not in every category, but overall, they are the best smartphones. And now you're going to see when this Apple Watch drops, it is going to be the best smartwatch. Not in every category, but overall it will be. And Tim Cook knows that. He's a smart guy. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will talk with you all later.